Bienvenidos a este nuevo vídeo de Beer TV. Aquí estamos en el stand de Beer en Essen, esta pedazo de barra chulísima, y tenemos una compañía magnífica. We have here the couple of friends, our game creators of Exit, for example, and also many games. You must be really happy this year at Essen because you have a great prize, I think.
Yes, of course, we are very happy and proud of it.
Yeah, well, Inka and Markus won the Kennerspiel with Exit. Was a surprise for you?
Yes, of course. We didn't know how the jury could do that. So they nominated 3 games. That's pretty new. Never saw that before. So we are very happy.
Well, Kennerspiel des Jahres is like a prize for a game, but for a kind of strategic game, and I think Exit made a big success, even being a game that's a bit hard for people, not for playing, but maybe for resolving it.
Yes.
How you created these 3 first adventures?
So at first we needed a system how you can prove if you did anything right. That was a difficult part. So we have the solution wheel and the 3 types of cards. First helping cards, clue cards, and riddle cards, and then you have the book where you may find some things for the riddles. And after that we have to create the riddles themselves. That was pretty difficult. So Markus loves riddles, loved riddles before. He always thinks about crazy things. And so it was him. He created the first riddles, and I don't know how.
So were you fans of Room Escape before doing Exit, the game?
Yes. Since now till now we visited over 40 rooms, I think.
40.
The last one yesterday.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, great. Here?
Yes,
Desert?
in Essen.
Well, touristic escape room family.
Yes.
Well, you do it with the whole family, the escape room, or just you two?
Family, with friends, with colleagues.
And then when you tried escape rooms, you said, we want to do a board game of this, or what?
The Cosmos editors asked us to design such a game. We told them that we visited our first escape room in December 2014, and a few weeks later they asked us if we could imagine to create a game like this.
And what about the thematics? You did like Egypt one, another on a lab, another one in a cabin in the woods. Why you choose those 3?
We just choose the cabin theme. The other themes were proposals from Cosmos. So
I think they are very close to the themes we have in real exit rooms.
Yeah.
So we want to do a game like that, and so we use the same themes for the games.
There is any one of those 3 that you love more than other?
My favorite is the Abandoned Cabin, and the new one, the Death Man in the Orient Express.
Okay. Yes. You are releasing now, I think, 8 more or 9? 9 more. In Spain they are coming, I think, next year. But here in Essen we can see and play those 9. How long it took to you to make 9 more adventures?
I think when we start, we need about a week and a half to create the riddles and to finish the game before starting with the tests. it's not so much time because the game system is in every game is the same.
We just need 10 new riddles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that's,
Yeah.
Okay, yes. But we always have to feed the theme. That's something that I think you do really well. That must be a bit, "Woo, I need riddles of this theme," or what? You do all the games at the same time, or you're doing just one,
No.
just one?
always one after the other.
One by one, yes.
And we have really different themes of this 9. You can say some of them. Tell us.
We have the abandoned cabin, the laboratory,
And the tomb.
The tomb. We had the Arctic station,
The castle.
Forgotten Island, the castle, and here in Essen we have the sunken treasure.
House of Riddles.
The House of Riddles and the Death Man in the Orient Express.
You are a couple and you work on board games, creating together. That's not very usual. How started this relationship of creating?
We visited a game convention from Cosmos, and the editor Wolfgang Lüttke shows prototypes of other designers and asked us to test them. And so we started with play testing prototypes, and then we thought maybe we should try to design our own game. And then it starts in 1999 with our first game, but no one wanted to release it, and we need 7 more years to release our first game then. Yeah.
When you work together, you divide the work parts, or you do both the same things?
The creative part we always do together, but Inka write the rules, build the prototypes, and contact the publisher and the editors, because in real life I'm an insurance salesman, so I have to work
Real life.
in real life. I have to work 8 hours a day in my agency, and then we start the creative part.
And also, your children took part of it. They did games as well. We have La Polilla Tramposa, the name in English. Okay, and it's done by your kids. It's something I didn't knew till a few months ago, and I played a lot. It's a great game. How they live board games in house and creating them.
I think there are many kids who invent games, but there's normally nobody there who realizes that. So we found them playing with some papers, just in notice papers, and they were laughing. We were, "Hey, what are you doing there?" "Oh, we created a game and we cook a really cool game." So we took it and made together with them how many cards we need from what, and built the prototype and on the computer. And then we took it to a publisher and it got published. But I think there are many kids who invent games, but nobody sees it.
And we can talk a bit about your new release. That's Rajas of the Ganges. Debbie is going to publish it next year. It's a very different kind of game from Exit, I think.
Yeah.
Euro game. It has been a lot of success here in Essen. A lot of people is playing it. What can you tell me about this new title?
It's a worker placement, and you have dices. They are, was heißt Rohstoffe? Resources. You use the dices as resources. And the special thing of the game is you have a victory point track, goes the right way, and you have a money track, scoring track that goes the left way, and you try. You have a marker on each of these tracks, and you try that they meet or cross each other. So you have two different strategies you can play. You want to play more to earn more money, or you want to make more victory points, and so that's something special in that game.
And why this theme, the Ganges?
Well, that was the idea of the illustrator Dennis Lohausen. We had in our prototype there was no theme on the game, and Dennis had this great idea to place it in India. It's very beautiful. Yeah.
For me, it's difficult to imagine. You released a lot of exits. You work 8 hours a day at least. You have a family, and you release also Ganges. You did a lot of games this year, or were games that were done before, and now they are getting published.
The process of making a game it's a long time, I think, and Rajas of the Ganges took us about 2 years, so it's not that all the games which were released here in Essen were made in the last 6 months or so.
We're now working for 2019, some projects, so yes, we have 4 to 5 projects we work on at the same time. Yeah.
Yes, a lot of prototypes.
Yes, so we do it always, nearly every evening, every weekend. We're working, but it's a hobby for us. Don't feel like work.
Well, thanks for your time. You came to Córdoba. Estuve en el Festival de Córdoba. Igual los pudisteis saludar. You have to come to Barcelona as well.
We try.
You are always welcome, and thanks for your games because they are great.
Thank
you very much.